Alright, welcome back to the Nice Micro Leauge. So, what is going on today? Well, today I have the best games for you. So we are going to take a look at Kovi versus Tapirello in the bottom bracket here. So we have the top bracket for the quarterfinals, the bottom bracket for placement matches. Tapirello versus Kovi is going to be our first games we will take a look at, and then Zorro versus Monster Truck in the quarterfinal section. If you haven't realized until now, I will tell you that these are all Protoss players, so we are going to witness two series of PvPs, and as I said, we are starting Kovi versus Tapirello in the Nice Micro point system. Tapirello managed to gain higher score than Kovi during the tournaments. And well, Tapirello is already in the chat commenting their favorite Protoss unit, which is the Zealot, and I think that is not a bad choice. So in this series, though, in Nice Micro Leauge Season 6, if I remember correctly, they already played one game versus each other in the first 4 rounds somewhere, and that one was won by Kovi. So we don't know what we can expect here. So generally, I would expect Kovi to be the stronger player in this setup, even though that is not what the scores tell us. But you know, Tapirello is the player who can bring you some very cheesy games here, so he can do something surprising that can even, you know, surprise people who are much better than him in like an abstract sense of the game. But if you can do those tricks, then aren't you really the better one? Okay, so before we get into the philosophy, let's just go into the first game, which is going to be played on Aztec 3-player map. So it is not that difficult to find your opponent as on a 4-player map, but you also don't know where they are. We'll see, is there any proxy gateway placement position on this map which would be universally good? I don't think so. I am not that familiar with the proxy gateway locations, especially not those that your opponent won't find. So I would not expect some proxy games, but who knows, maybe our players have prepared something there. So let's get into the first game and let's see how it goes. So the first Protoss versus Protoss game, Kovi versus Tapirello in the Nice Micro Leauge Season 6 starts now. Okay, so we are here in the first game, and I will have to change the scrolling speed here, but I will do that off screen. So Kovi is on the top position, and Tapirello playing on his alias Bus Spencer on the bottom right position. All of them are collecting the minerals. Tapirello is moving out at 7 workers, but that is absolutely normal if you just want to start your gateway on the outside. That is not a bad idea on this map. Kovi starts on the main base, so if you start up at the natural, then and you can defend this choke here, that will give you an advantage. It is very difficult for you to get out of your main base if your opponent goes for some early aggression and manages to take a hold of the top of the ramp. So Kovi sends out his probe to scout before he would start the gateway, I guess, and Tapirello did not send the scout. He's waiting for a second gateway timing here, I think. Yeah, the first gateway just started for Kovi. So Kovi is up in population, so I guess Tapirello was cutting some probes to get the second gateway up early, and Kovi is going for a simulator, so he is not going to go for a zealot heavy strategy in the beginning. While Tapirello, the favorite unit is the zealot, I guess. So, and starts the very nicely timed pylon, I guess, and also the zealot is on its way. Let's see, Kovi is of course scouting in the wrong directions, sends the probe way too deep into the main base, so he will be very late to find what his opponent is doing. He started the first zealot, so he is not mining yet, but started the cybernetics core. Not mining the gas. Okay, started mining the gas. Cybernetics core is started. The first zealot is done on Tapirello's side, and the second is being manufactured. And he is going for a cybernetics core very early. No gas yet, so that is going to be a problem. Will he start to rush out, or is he going to just transition into a nexus here? Okay, so Kovi sent out the zealot. Is he getting a second zealot? No, he's actually not getting a second zealot. He is waiting for the cybernetics core and will get a dragoon maybe. The 2 zealots of Tapirello has started to move out. I wonder if they will meet this probe. Where is this probe going? I have no idea. Okay, so they will not meet this zealot though. Okay, the zealot is going back, so they will meet somewhere. And okay, so Kovi sees the 2 zealots. One of the zealots get aggroed. Okay, so this probe, what is this probe doing? So this zealots, are they going to fight 1v1? Yes. But now Tapirello has more zealots coming in. Kovi tries to get help from this probe that holds up these 3 zealots. So now these 3 zealots are not in Kovi's base. So that is good for Kovi, and Kovi is up like 5 workers at this point. So he started 1 more gateway and a Citadel and he has the dragoon. But of course you have to micro the dragoon well to fight against zealots, and yeah, you can see if you don't micro the dragoon well and you just give it a move command on the wrong rhythm, it will refuse to shoot. It will even cancel its shot. Now Kovi has 3 zealots in his mineral line, so he's up some workers at the moment, not for long though. I guess he did not manage to hit the zealot with the least amount of health. So now more zealots are going, 3 more are incoming, and that is going to be a problem. So Kovi managed to buy time in the beginning, but now you have 2 dragoons versus 5 zealots, and that is never going to end well. Yeah, one of the dragoons is dead. And Tapirello, what is Tapirello doing? Buying more zealots, as he should do, not binding any gas. And now the zealots can kill all the probes. And GG is called here. So first game is taken by Tapirello. Overwhelming force by the zealots here. So that was a quick one. And so this is kind of what can happen in the beginning of Protoss versus Protoss. Generally, like on the professional level, people will not play these kind of rush builds, like zealot rushes, because once you know how to once you know how to handle the dragoons, then I guess you will be able to micro versus the zealots. I don't know exactly. In the meantime, I'm trying to like change the options, and I don't know what the hell is different than last time. So anyways, let me load up the second game. This is Troy. So this is the map where you can destroy the assimilators between the natural and the main base and get your opponent boxed in, closed in to their base, or you can make some of the expansions into islands. That is also a possibility. So yeah, that is the map, and I guess we'll see if Kovi is going to be better prepared for a rush like this, and what will Tapirello's strategy be on this map. So let's get into the game. Alright, so this time we have our players in cross position. Kovi starting in the bottom right and Tapirello on the top left position here. And this probe is going out very, very early. The population is still also okay, but it's not going to be a rush or like a proxy. It is just going to be a pylon very close to these assimilators. So I guess he is going to use the assimilators to like confine his opponent's incoming army. On the other side, if I get to do this properly, Kovi is much more conservative, putting down a gateway. Is he going to put down a second gateway? I'm not sure yet. He's sending out the probe to scout. Yeah, so we have... What is also showing up on the minimap in yellow? I don't know. Anyway, so 2 gateways again. Oh, and okay, I was thinking it's going to be a cross-phone scout, but I guess this map just have a very weird pathing through the middle. Alright, so Tapirello is going down, Kovi is going up, so of course cross-position, unless they do an end scout, which I don't think they would do. They will find each other around the same time. Kovi is going for the assimilator again, so he did not give up on a dragoon build, or dragoon base build. Tapirello started the first zealot and finished the second gateway. Now the second zealot is on its way. We don't have a second pylon yet, and 11 workers versus 13. Okay, so second pylon of Kovi is done. He has the assimilator but no cybernetics core. So is he going... Okay, he's getting a second zealot. That is a good idea. Not a bad idea at all. But now it's of course going to get your cybernetics core much later. Why is it putting down another pylon? I'm not sure. So, okay, so the scout of Kovi got into Tapirello's base and he now sees what's going on. Did he see the 2 zealots moving out? I don't know, but maybe he will. No, he's too slow. And the probe is going to get there to... What is he going to build? A forge. Okay, that's an interesting idea. So Kovi is going to play an absolutely defensive game here. And so, this is Protoss versus Protoss for you. So generally, like on high levels... Okay, so these zealots got lost. I guess the scouting pattern didn't work out well. Okay, so this is the time to get your zealots in between those assimilators. Does Kovi think about that? No, he does not. But the zealots of Tapirello decide to attack the pylon outside. And the third zealot is coming, but there is also a third zealot for Kovi. How is the micro going here? Not good for Kovi at this point. Okay, so photon cannon is being placed there. Will this... Okay. Can he... yeah, put this zealot in there. More yellow dots are approaching on the minimap, so you can, like, think about what that might be. Now, these two cannons are up, or are being built, but are not finished. So Tapirello decides to just destroy the assimilator, which is a weird idea. Okay, why does he stop? Okay, he wants to... The followers will not reach those zealots there, though. Yeah, so that is... Okay, so maybe it's... Okay, the follower reaches one of the zealots. Second front cannon is not going to be that useful. Well, this action is good. Okay, so this was a successful from Tapirello's point of view, even though he is losing a few of his zealots. What is going on in Kovi's base? So more zealots are being made, and Simon Discord just started. He already has 700 minerals. On Tapirello's side, Tapirello went into a more defensive build. There is no gas mining yet. The number of other things, like number of what? The number of workers is very low for Tapirello. I think Kovi defended himself here, so Tapirello cannot send enough zealots now to win. And we are going for the robotics facility. So now, are we going to transition into a more normal game? Is Tapirello going to buy more workers? It's already up 800 minerals on 10 workers, so maybe it doesn't feel the need. They could both expand. This is like one of the ugliest building placements, but I guess Kovi was busy trying to defend his base. The problem is that you cannot get dragoons through this hole anymore. So you should start getting some gateways outside. I think that would be a good idea. Citadel of Adun. So this is going to be like nice things about... Okay, this is Tapirello looking for a hidden probe over there. Okay, and he is going to expand at an unexpected position. Buying more probes, that is good. He could double expand at this point. Kovi is putting... these gateways, like even DTs will not be able to move through the assimilator and the geyser. So PvP, Protoss versus Protoss, is generally the worst matchup, just on kind of experience based on the professional games, I guess. So the mirror matches are generally considered more boring than like other matchups. Like my favorite is Protoss versus Zerg, I guess. But Terran versus Zerg, Protoss versus Terran, all of them are kind of similar in sense of like how exciting the games are. But mirror matchups are very different styles, I guess. So we have the Templar archive down there, if you believe me. It's here. And another expansion, yeah, double expand, that is a good idea. This zealot is looking for hidden expansions in all the wrong places. And Kovi is expanding, so the DT is out. Is there any detection? Not yet. He's putting down a photon cannon at the entrance, but no photon cannon in the base. Okay, so is Kovi going to also expand one more? Yeah, and Tapirello is making his base an island, but Kovi is going for DT drop. So do we have the shuttle out already? Not really. Oh, he's not expanding there. Where did the shuttle go? I can hear the shuttle unloading something somewhere. Okay, so he sees what's going on here, and he knows what's going on here. Where did the shuttle go? Oh, there's two shuttles actually. One is full of Zealots, one is full of Dark Templars. Okay, that is going to be interesting. So, he will see the shuttles move above this base, I guess. Probably. Is he going to put down cannon inside? Yeah, there's not even like a pylon here. I guess if Kovi is just flying at the edge of the map, but now he's not going to fly at the edge of the map. So I think these shuttles will be in the range. The question is, yes, of course. Oh, the range is very big for the next. Question is, what will Tapirello do? He put down the photon cannon and started a second one. Where is Kovi going to unload? I don't think these photon cannons will be up on time. He's unloading at the edge of the vision. So there is time for Tapirello to move the units up. But he isn't doing that. He has enough units here to stop this, but if the detection is lost, which will be, then he's gonna be out of luck very soon here. What? Kovi, Tapirello attacked his own cyber and export for some reason. And now we don't see the DTs. This Zealot is still attacking his own. Oh no. Can he bait the DT into cannon range? I guess not. This is going to be a counterattack. So is Tapirello mining anywhere? Oh no, the second drop went into the other base. Yeah. I guess Tapirello will lose. Not the production facilities at the moment. He has enough money to buy units, but he isn't doing that. More DTs are coming, but they cannot get in here, so we need to wait for the shuttle to arrive. And this base, like, yeah, what? Kovi can just run all the probes out. Nothing really dangerous. Yeah, you need more cannons. Oh, he lost the forge already? Not yet. Gateway. Why is there no cannon being built here? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, Kovi will lose this expansion, but he has like 35 workers already. Has the DT. And now maybe he will lose the. Why is he trying to destroy the simulator? He already knows the point of his shuttles. Okay, now nothing can get out, not even the Zealots or the probes, I guess. Now it will be much more difficult to get the probes out. Still no cannon here, so... Kovi got supply blocked, that's at least something, I guess. Units cannot get out of the base. These probes are blocking this Dragoon, so the Dragoon is dancing up and down. Now, finally the cannons are being built, but this is going to be a bit late. Oh no. Yeah, these cannons should have been already up. I guess these cannons will be lost, but this one will be up. This one I don't know. Yeah, you have to stop the DTs. You cannot stop the DTs, I guess, then you're done. Yeah, I think this is over for Tapirello. I mean, this was already over, but now he also knows it's over. I guess having 600 minerals, no cannons. Okay, so finally GG is called. So Kovi takes it back to 1-1. So we have 3 games left. Let's see, a best of 3 left. Now a clean slate, starting with Sylphid, which is a 3-player map. It's a bit better than Aztec, in the sense that there is no reverse ramp here, in which you have to like go up to the natural or something. So I guess getting your your gate, there are not that many reasons to get your gateway outside your main base, so that this map is a little bit better. But in general, it's a very much nicely balanced 3-player map. The positions are almost at the same, like the starting positions as on Aztec, so I guess that's good that you don't need to like learn a different scouting pattern for this map. So let's see how this Protoss versus Protoss will go here on Sylphid, who takes the lead after getting 1-1 here on the first 2 games. Let's go. I said let's go. Why aren't we? What did I do wrong? Alright, so we are back in the game, and hopefully the stream is working. Say hi in the chat if the stream is working. So top position we got Tapirello, and Kovi is in this bottom right, I don't know, 4 o'clock position I guess. And we'll see how it goes. So the previous game we saw the Dark Templar drop, which is one of the standard things to do. So I was talking about so Tapirello starts the pylon outside, Kovi starts the pylon inside, so no change in behaviors. So I was talking about mirror matchups, and so in case of mirror matchups, people generally say that you know, like Terran versus Terran is like a pure strategy game where you have to position your army properly, like in the tabletop game Go. So the tank lines and then vultures and run-bys. So it's a lot of like the strategy, how you place your units. And in Zerg versus Zerg, it's more like a fighting game where you have to micro very well. You need to like deal the damage properly while not getting damaged by your opponent. And Protoss versus Protoss, what game does it look like? Well, it's most similar to rock, paper, scissors, because the 3 main strategies you can do is either going for like a heavy gateway build, but the gateway build is countered by a Dark Templar build, and if you are going to counter the Dark Templar build, you need to get an observer, but if you get an observer, you get countered by the, what is this pro doing? Then you get countered by the pure gateway build. That of course does not count the possibility of having these double gateway zealot rushes in account. And this time Tapirello is actually doing like a gateway forge build, which is like a ZV or a PVZ build, not a PvP build, but who am I to judge? So we are having a double gateway this time from Kovi, and he is getting the zealots out. He's not even scouting with a probe, only with a zealot. Tapirello is going to have 2 zealots and a cannon up. And is he going to expand after a first cannon? Is he going to expand after a second cannon? Okay, so Kovi is not actually scouting. Interesting. So he's just waiting to get 3 zealots, and then he's going to send them somewhere. That's something to do. Second gateway didn't fit on the pylon. Oh, okay. That's it. Yeah, because this is unbuildable terrain here. And I guess, yeah, pylons don't have enough range, like up and down, and I don't know, like maybe this is also unbuildable. But you know, I don't judge. Last time I built a gateway somewhere where the zealots that got out from the gateway could not move anywhere, so who am I to judge? No one. I am not judging. You also, last week, my game, where I got the Zergling rushed and the zealots that was supposed to defend me from the Zergling rush did not get out, like get out of the gateway, but then could not move anywhere from the gateway. Okay, so Tapirello's probe sees the zealot coming in. There are only 2 zealots here for defending, and the cannon. So this zealot is trying to run by, and we'll see the nexus, but not much else. And the second pylon has been started. So Tapirello, very quick expansion, but still down on workers. I guess Kovi is the zealots are trying to catch the probe, and they failed. I guess Kovi is not mining with these 2, so I'm mining gas with these 3. Tapirello is not mining gas at the moment. We will have 2 bases soon, so I guess he's going to go for a carrier build. He already has the defensive cannons here. Tapirello's scouting probe did some amazing running around here and gets out of the base alive in one piece. And Kovi's 4 zealots are moving up, but there are already 3 zealots plus the 2 cannons here, so that is not going to achieve much. Okay, so finally cybernetics core and the simulators are started, and we are seeing more and more probes being purchased here. These zealots try to get these 4 zealots to grow there. Okay, so Tapirello is hiding a probe out there. Is he looking for a hidden expansion, or is he planning to put down one himself? That is the question. So now Kovi is also out. The probe numbers have equalized. Kovi started the forge. Is there any other tech buildings? Not yet. I wonder what will be the tech for Tapirello. He has a lot of money, so puts down 2 more cannons, of course. So he needs to get it, like you can get it, if your gateway does not fit here, you can buy it in the main base to start mining gas or something. I guess he started mining gas here, so probably he also realized, yeah, okay, so he's mining gas from 2, and still Kovi is up to workers. So this Nexus did not catch a break producing probes, and still producing probes. Tapirello is not producing probes. He decided to instead go for a 3rd Nexus. Interesting. I don't know when will Kovi find it. So now he puts down defensive cannon at the main base. Is Kovi going for another DT rush? No, but he is thinking about receiving one based on the placement of these cannons. Both of the players are playing very defensively, which results in no action. And if Kovi keeps playing this defensively, that means that Tapirello has a good chance of never being found out over there. Tapirello is putting down more cannons. No tech buildings. The highest tech is the cybernetics core. And he is not even getting dragoons. So Kovi is going for the robotics facility, more cannons. I guess Kovi is also kind of worried that he gets what he dished out, which is good. Good thing, at least, to prepare to counter the thing that you did. And finally, the Stargate started warping in. More zealots are being produced. So these 4 cannons, I don't know what is going to Kovi tech for. Is there going to be any upgrades? No upgrades yet. Okay, air upgrades for Tapirello. Of course, you need to do that if you're going for the carrier build. And he will need more gas. I guess this is mostly going to mine gas here. I'm not sure. He did not get the assimilator yet. So first, Stargate is up, so he can start the fleet beacon. And then I guess he will start more. Okay, his finally 2 gateways at 8 minutes in the game. Well, Kovi also only has 2 gateways, and getting observers. Where's the observer? Okay, the observatory is up here. Getting the citadel, getting... not much. Okay, I was thinking maybe Tapirello wants to get more gas, but I guess not. 32 workers on 3 bases versus 40 workers on 2 bases. I don't know, like this saturation, does it matter? Whoa, this is kind of big saturation. So the observer is looking for something. We have a Corsair looking around the map. Oh, I never really checked like this top left corner of this map. Very nice. And now we have 1 carrier on the way and 1 more Stargate being built. So this corner is just ruins and water, so I guess I don't know what is Kovi looking for over there. And this Corsair is like going around the map looking for I don't know what. More pylons. So... oh. Okay, this observer will get shot down. No, it's not getting shot down! The observer will see the carrier tech. And it got the speed. Oof, right now it's destroyed. But it's already in view of the carrier tech. So, what is going to be the next step? Kovi already went up to 5 gateways here, which is good. Getting the Storm upgrade. And now we are going to see our first carrier getting out soon. Attack upgrade started for the 2nd level attack, I guess. Yeah, the first upgrade is already done. This observer is just chilling. What is going to be DTs everywhere. So Kovi started getting 8 Dark Templars at the same time, I guess 10 at the same time. I mean, he paid for 10, but of course you can, from the 5 gateways you get them 5 by 5. Tapirello does not have observatory yet. Is he planning to get the observatory? I don't know. But he's going to get 5 carriers. I mean, 3 in a short time and 5 in a while, I guess. He could get some upgrade for some upgrades for the scouts also, I guess. Okay, so the first batch of DTs is out, more DTs. Oh, it's going to be Dark Archon, of course. Trying to steal your opponent's carriers instead of building your own. Now this observer might find the secret expansion, and then this probably will not have paid for it itself. Oh no, he's actually just trying to sneak into the main base. Isn't Tapirello thinking about getting an observer? No, he isn't. But I guess he won't need the observer against the Dark Archon, he would need them against Dark Templars. So DTs could do a lot of damage before getting caught. What will this scout see? I have no idea. So 3 more carriers coming up, one is going to finish very soon. Yeah, I need more pylons, I guess. No more teching. Both of them are up at 1,000 minerals. Yeah, more Dark Archons being morphed here. What are they doing? Summoning. What can you do versus Dark Archons if you are Protoss? I guess you could freeze them with an Arbiter. Is it the 3rd level of air weapon upgrades? I guess this we already... No, is this still a 1st? Is this so long? Okay, so the army of the Protoss, of the blue Protoss, is moving out. And so this is the yellow Protoss, but it has some green on it, I guess. On the carriers, at least. So what is this army going to achieve there? Probably nothing. Kovi is going to just waste some units here, most likely. There is no upgrade on... Oh, there is like 1 attack upgrade on the ground games for Tapirello. What's up with Kovi? Same. Interesting. The 2 more carriers will come out shortly, so we have already 6 of them. We'll have 8, and then we'll have even more. Some new buildings have been built here. What exactly? I have no idea. So finally going for the Citadel of Ladoon. Still no robotics facility anywhere. Okay, this base probably mined enough for itself. Now this Zealot attack is coming in. Will destroy one of the cannons, but then not much else, I guess. And now the carriers have been summoned onto the battlefield. And where is Kovi going to run? I thought he would run home and like try to bait the carriers into the into the Dark Archons here, but no. He's going for the scouts! Wow! He's building scouts! We heard in the chat that someone's favorite Protoss unit is the scout. Okay, so now the carriers are here and started attacking the buildings. Will the Dark Archons go up there? Will the scouts do something? I have no idea. Carriers got the observatory, the robotics facility, and now the first Dark Archon is trying to move into position. What are these guys going to do? Carriers are wreaking havoc on Kovi's base. Why are the Zealots here? I don't know. Okay, now the Dark Archons are here. Stole 1, stole 2, so 3. So Kovi has 3 carriers now, which resulted in him getting supply blocked for a moment. Okay, so Tapirello's 1 carrier left here, so the scouts are not getting focus fired on the carriers. They're just shooting at the interceptors. So that will cancel out these scouts very quickly. If you have the scouts are not that bad, they are expensive, so they're not good. Do the carriers keep their... They keep the interceptors, but do they have the upgrades? I don't know. The scout, it wants to shoot! It wants to shoot, but then it had to stop to shoot, and then the carrier gets too far away. That was a funny chase sequence. So now Tapirello is back up on... I cannot count the carrier number, maybe it's 7 or 8? I guess 9. 9 carriers. So Kovi has some of his own carriers now. More Dark Archons. The problem with Dark Archons is that they lose all their shields when they mind control. Tapirello is expanding more. We have 4 Stargates producing carriers only. Okay, so this probe will finally find this expansion. No? No, this probe is going somewhere totally different. Okay, so Kovi is going out for a 3rd base and is going to hit a 4th base. Where? Here? Or here? Which one? So the 2 carriers and the 4 scouts are going to get shot at by photon cannons. I don't know, if you steal the carriers, can you still buy the interceptors? I don't know. Okay, now the Dark Archons are here and are mind controlling successfully some of the carriers. And the remaining carriers are getting chased away by the scouts. Okay, so now the scouts are finally getting their thing here. Killed 1 carrier, and I guess the other they are not focused anymore. So Tapirello is trying to buy more interceptors. He has an army here, which is kind of small on the ground. Kovi has an army of Dark Archons here, nothing else. Now the cannons are getting decimated, but like, what is Tapirello getting? More carriers. I want to catch one of the one of the interceptors here from the blue player. No, there is no upgrade, so the upgrade is lost when you steal the carrier, I guess. And now Kovi has the bigger carrier fleet, and he is ultimately supply bogged. Now only 2 cannons remain, so the Zealots and the DTs can start moving in. So if Tapirello manages to focus down some of these carriers. But no, the Dark Archons have more energy. Stolen yachts win the game. Yes, exactly. Stolen yachts. Now the Dark Archons are just absolutely no shame in moving in. Tapirello still not enough thing in the carriers. What is he building? Gateways. Okay, so he's going to do some land-based counterattack while he's not making any more carriers here. I guess it's kind of over for the carrier. One more stolen one. No. But Tapirello still has a mining base and has like 4,000 minerals in the bank. Kovi has 8,000 minerals in the bank, still on 5 gateways. Has his own stargates, not doing anything, of course. At this point, Tapirello is also not buying anything from the stargates. Kovi is brutally supply blocked by the fact that he stole all these carriers. What is the counterplay going to be here on Tapirello's side? I guess some of these carriers are just going to cause some trouble around here, maybe. Also, Kovi only has a single mining base, but has 8,000 minerals, so it's not that much. So there is no technology stealing. So as you can see here, these don't have any other attack upgrades. So Tapirello did the attack upgrades, and when you steal the carriers, they lose the upgrades, which is kind of strange. But anyways, Kovi has like 8 of them, so it doesn't matter anymore. Tapirello decides to attack this base with nothing. His natural is already mined out, and still have Dark Archon in this base. Kill a probe. Okay, let's shoot down this photon cannon. So Kovi is still fighting here. Wants to make sure no. The Dragoon upgrade is just started. Dragoon range. Will this finish? Will Kovi focus fire the cybernetics core? I guess some of the carriers started shooting at it, but no focus fire on it yet. What is going on here? Okay, so the Dark Archons are home, and Tapirello lost all the carriers. Now Tapirello has a ground army though. He converted his few thousand minerals into ground army. This probe, I have no idea what this probe is doing. What is Kovi going to do with his 9,000 minerals? I did not check whether the Dragoon update finished or not. So Tapirello needs the pylons, that's for sure. Is he going to wait until his main base is totally lost? Or he could just build a few DTs here, but I don't think he has Templar tech. I guess this Dragoon got stuck here behind the pylon. He got demoted to static defense. Now the carriers are incoming, and now nothing that shoots in the air is left here. So Kovi started to attack this base, while Tapirello decided to just waltz in. There are DTs, but there is nothing to see the DTs, so that is going to be a problem. There's not that many DTs, so maybe if Tapirello decides to fight, I guess he could get some juicy... No, he decides to... GG, and Kovi takes the third round. So that was a long one. Very interesting. So Tapirello went for his carrier strategy, and this was not the first time that Kovi countered carriers using the Dark Archon. So next map is going to be Jade, another 4-player map, another map with a reverse ramp, rather another map with the ramp going up into the national. So this is Tapirello's last chance, I guess, to not lose, and even if he manages to not lose, he still has to win one more. So Jade is going up now, and this is going to be our 4th game. If Kovi takes it, then he moves ahead on the winner side, and if Tapirello wins, then we have another game ahead of us from these two. So let's get into it right now. Alright, so we are back in the game, and Kovi is in the top right corner, and Boss Spencer, who is Tapirello, is in the bottom left corner of the map. And I guess you cannot see due to the minimap. Now you can see they are mining, and Kovi top right corner, nothing special going on. I guess everyone's doing what they always do, putting down the pylon outside, the natural on Tapirello's side. And welcome everyone joining in to this series of best of 5. We are on game 4. What's the score? Kovi taking it 2-1 at the moment. And Tapirello, what is he going to do? Is he going to put down 2 gateways? What is Kovi's strategy? Is he going to buy a gas? No. And not even scouting. None of them is scouting at the moment. And the second gateway goes down for Tapirello. So nothing out of the ordinary. Kovi also puts down second gateway. Yes, I knew it before I saw it. Kovi is up workers though, because his timing is a bit more forgiving for probe production, and Tapirello already stopped buying probes. He's waiting for the minerals to get enough of them for the zealot. And one zealot is being made on Kovi's side. So I don't know, something went wrong with the mining here, I guess. Anyways, let's see what is it going to be another zealot versus zealots build. Is Tapirello going to play some more defensive things here? Is he going to put down maybe a forge somewhere and cannon up? Kovi is not going to make the same mistake he made in one of the games and not getting enough zealots. So he already has one. We'll have another one very soon, and the third is also on the way, sorry. And he's going for the gas. Tapirello is just pure rage, pure zealot. And we can see the worker count difference is already quite big. And we already have 3 zealots in Kovi's base. So at this point, if I am Tapirello, what do I do? You might ask. And I have no idea what to do. I mean, your opponent went but enough zealots to defend against the rush. So maybe, yeah, you go home and put down a forge. I don't know. Is that a good idea? What are these zealots doing over here instead of on the ramp? Cybernetics core just started, but he already has 130 mineral or gas, more pylons, and a forge. That's a good idea. So, Cybernetics core started, but no gas from Tapirello. And now Kovi has 5 zealots, Tapirello has 7. And Kovi is not getting more zealots at this point. So, depends on what your opponent is doing, because if you're still, like, if one of them is still buying zealots, like in this case, and you stop buying zealots, you can get into the trouble. Okay, so Kovi is banking up some minerals, putting down anti-DT cannons. Tapirello finally decides to get the gas. The worker difference is colossal, 8 worker difference, but now the Tapirello zealots are here, and Kovi decides not to stand the ground on the ramp. He is retreating because he knows there's going to be a cannon over there, but the number of zealots is... the difference is big. Okay, now the fight starts. But Tapirello is trying to micro these zealots to do something they cannot do because they don't have the space. The cannon fell, and this is now Tapirello's advantage on zealot numbers. Definitely. Trade-ins are being made here, but what Tapirello... okay, 2 more zealots arrive. You can destroy a lot of the workers over there before these dragoons do anything. And he decided not to do much with this. So that is the problem. You stop buying zealots and your opponent did not stop buying zealots. This is how how I lost one of my games versus Monster Truck out of the 2 that I lost. Now we have 4 zealots in the base. Did they hit each other for some reason? Kovi is trying to put down cannons, he cannot. I guess Tapirello did it, and we will move on to a deciding game. 2 more zealots are going out. So what is Tapirello going somewhere? No. Kovi is out of money, out of luck. He cannot afford... but he's still getting 1 more dragoon. He cannot afford to lose the Nexus, of course. Can he afford to lose the probes? I guess not. Okay, so now he needs to move in. Okay, so the probes and the dragoons together. Oh no, but the dragoon got trapped! Oh no! He trapped the dragoon! Okay, now more zealots are coming in. Oh no! That could have been so good, but it became really bad. For Tapirello, who takes this game. So 2-2, very good, very quick game, but very action-packed. Well done from Tapirello. So now we are back to the races, I guess. Now it's a best of 1. Whoever wins on Eclipse wins the series and moves up to play for places 9 to 11, and whoever loses goes down to the bottom of the bottom bracket and is going to play for places 12 to 15. Alright, let me load up the game. So this is Eclipse. This is going to be our first 2-player map on the docket here. So I don't know, it's 2-player maps, and whatever you do, you are in cross-spawn positions. And let's get into the game. Let's see what these guys do on Eclipse, one of the traditional two-player maps of the StarCraft tournaments. And now Kovi and Tapirello will play their deciding match on it. So let's see how it goes. Let's go! Okay, so we got Kovi on the bottom left position, Tapirello on the top right position. I was told this map is not good for any rush because the rush distance is a bit long. We'll see how these two think about it. I would be surprised if Kovi made the same mistake as last time. So he probably will mount a much more solid defense. The game was so intense, Kovi had to shut down his computer to cool it down after game 4. I wonder what he did to his computer after game 4. Because after game 3, he must have felt very good catching the carriers and winning the game very smoothly. Well, it was a long game, but his strategy worked out quite well, so he must have been very happy. But then his mood was probably ruined by getting 3 more zealots in his base than he was expecting. And that is, like I said, the Protoss versus Protoss on like a higher level, on like a Pro League or like a Star League level, is going to be rock, paper, scissors. On this level, the PvP can just end up whoever stops buying zealots first loses. So we'll see whoever stops buying zealots first on this game. Now Tapirello is not as bad with the workers at this point. Both of them are going for the first zealot. And I guess the only difference is that Tapirello gets the gateways outside the base and Kovi gets the gateways inside the base. And this is a regular ramp map, so you can put your zealots on top of the ramp and try to just like not let them up, which is a very good, much better like defending your main that way than the reverse ramp situation when you have to go up to the natural. Mouse caught fire because of high APM. That might be possible, yes. Clicking too many times and the button melted. Okay, so Tapirello is down 3 workers at the moment. This will not matter if he buys more zealots than his opponent, though. This will matter once if both of them decide to stop buying zealots at the same time. Then the worker count will tell you like who will have the bigger army. Now both of them will have 4 zealots by the time Tapirello zealots get here, and Kovi is going to get, I think, a forge and then a cannon. Tapirello is getting more zealots, and he's also teching up, so 13 workers. Can you tech up by constantly buying zealots? No, well, he stopped buying zealots, so now Kovi is buying zealots. And Tapirello has stopped. Oh, they shouted at each other, but they did not hit. That was an interesting moment over there. Okay, now this is good for Tapirello. He's winning this micro battle here for a second. See? But he will start losing his zealots. But he has numerical advantage. Yeah, Kovi did not put the zealots at the proper position, I think. Now it is 3 versus 6, that is... but a lot of the zealots are very hurt from Tapirello's side, like except for 1. And the 2 more zealots will come out of these gateways very quickly. Like hitting the gateways... Why? GG! No! Kovi, you shouldn't give up this quick. Oh, Tapirello takes it with a very quick... That was very, very sad. Those zealots, Kovi thought that, oh, I have 5 zealots in my base, so I'm dead. But 4 out of those 5 zealots had basically no health. With a standard, like, some zealot into dragoon handle this zealot only build. If you can micro your dragoons well, then it beats the zealots, yes. So if you are like King P, then you can beat this build with zealots into dragoons. Definitely. Here, I think Kovi exited the game a bit too quickly. He could have, if he like attacked the hurt zealots, he could have like grinded down the army of Tapirello over there. But yeah, the problem was that he like positioning on the ramp is not as easy as it looks like, as you could see from this game. Anyways, very well. Just hold position would have worked. Yeah, maybe. So we have these games, and so Tapirello won, which means that he is not going to play in the next round, but he will play for place 9 or 10 in the last round. So Tapirello rocket jumped into the last round with this game, and Kovi will play versus whoever loses the Get Us versus OK Sure game, which is I already received the replay, so this is I just received the replay like while doing the live stream here. So Get Us and OK Sure will know which of them will play against me. The winner plays against me, and the loser plays against Kovi down there. Doraj and Krotalage will play each other in the next round. But anyway, so they already know. If Kovi wants to know, he can ask. I give him permission to ask who is the winner over there. I will not ask until the next live stream, because I shouldn't know. I am I'm the broadcaster. I should be surprised what's going on while watching. All right. Next, Protoss versus Protoss. Monster Truck versus Zorro. So, as you can see, Monster Truck just started playing Protoss in this season of the Nice Micro Leauge. Is like 200 points above Zorro based on his play during these games here. But Zorro, he is also a very strong player. He has some strange strategies, I guess. I don't really know, can't really put my finger on why his gameplay feels so strange. But he managed to beat one of the best players, Kumbi, with his strategies. So I guess he is not that bad. And yeah, he is going up versus Monster Truck. Monster Truck he proved himself as a very aggressive Protoss player. So he is kind of the zealot guy, similarly to Hasta La Vista, and similarly what we saw from Tapirello in this last series. So let's see how these two match up against each other in this quarter-final match. So this is quarter-finals tier game. The winner goes up to the semifinals, and the loser goes down to the bottom bracket of the top bracket, I guess. So that is going to be a placement match for places between 5 to 8. So basically everyone plays 8 rounds this time. No one gets eliminated from the game. We have all 15 places will be decided based on just games being played in the 8 rounds in total. All right, let's get into the first game between Zorro and Monster Truck. Let's see what they do to each other on Aztec, a 3-player map. Okay, so Zorro got gray Protoss on the top position, and bottom left is Monster Truck with yellow. We can't tell the difference between them on the minimap for sure, and I hope we will be able to tell the difference between the units also. The blue was much better. Blue and yellow was much better than the yellow and gray, but I heard somewhere that if I press Shift Tab I can switch the colors. Nah, it's just between yellow and gray for some reason, so I have no idea. And in the meantime, someone in chat, Mate in the chat, is telling me, okay, I'm just checking it's going on fast, that he thinks Monster Truck is the more weird guy and Zorro is more standard, but I don't know. Monster Truck is a fast hidden strategy, not standard. But yeah, he is like an aggressive player. Yeah, I don't know, like his Protoss versus Protoss is mostly just getting a lot of zealots and then maybe transitioning into dragoons. Shift tab makes you yellow and your opponent red. Yeah, but that only works like in single player, that makes it green and red, I know. But in the replay it just turns everyone yellow for some reason. Okay, the second gateway for Zorro. Yeah, I don't know exactly what makes me feel that Zorro's playstyle is strange or weird. But I don't know, I wouldn't call his playstyles like a standard. Maybe in the beginning, like the first, his build orders are quite standard in the beginning. But like his strategy in mid-game and transitioning into late game, that's somehow feels a bit strange to me. But as I said, I can't really like explain why. So maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe, yeah, and of course, like they're Protoss versus Terran. So if Mate played them, like he sees the Protoss versus Terran strategies. That might be like more like different than Protoss versus Protoss. I mostly thought about their Protoss versus Protoss things. Okay, so Zorro is going for a forge while getting zealots. 3 zealots from Monster Truck, and sorry for the very poor handling of the screen scrolling here. 3 zealots are going against 1 zealot and a probe. Yeah, this is it trying to like put a pylon? No, okay. I was thinking maybe it's trying to put a pylon up here and the cannon. Yeah, that's what it's trying to do. This is not going to work because 3 zealots are already here. So yeah, you can just cancel this pylon, or maybe yeah, just use this to buy some time, I guess. But you already have 3 other zealots and 2 more zealots are coming. Was this cancelled? I don't know. I did not see that number go up, but okay. So is he like put down a cannon here? Maybe, I don't know. Now it's 4 zealots versus 5 zealots. The 5th is coming. But we also have probes here. How much does the probe attack matter here? Okay, the micro is quite good from Zorro, but his zealots are very much dead. So now it's 4 zealots versus 3 zealots and 3 probes. Zorro is only up a single worker. He started a shield battery. Yeah, but of course the cannon, yeah, needs to cancel those. Okay, now it's 2 zealots versus 2 zealots. And now the shield battery can start. And this is smart to have 1 zealot up there. That will significantly slow down any more incoming zealots. Okay, so 3 zealots versus 3 zealots. Oh, 5 zealots. We have 5 zealots on the defensive side. And 4, and it's done. The shield battery is done. Yeah, but these zealots started the fight here. The micro is very nice, but you cannot tell the difference between the gray and the yellow ones. I guess these are all gray. Okay, so I think Zorro has stabilized, but in the meantime, Monster Truck is already out on 2 bases and also started the cannons. So if this is going for Zorro is going for a counterattack, that will be unfruitful, I guess. And of course, the probe number is up for Monster Truck as he's getting to 2 Nexuses. And now Zorro finally gets to do what he tried to do 5 minutes ago and get a pylon and cannons out. But now he needs to transition into something, and he's transitioning into 3 gateways. So if you get 3 gateways, you need to stop. Like, you cannot get your Nexus if you are like producing non-stop. This cannon, I think, ended up being useless. But now 5 zealots are incoming here. We have 6 zealots already, and there will not be a cannon in time. But okay, oh, this is a shield battery. The numerical advantage is here for Zorro. So Monster Truck will not be able to do anything here. Problem is that Zorro will not be able to do anything here, and Monster Truck has already 4 gateways, or like 3, and 1 is making. This cannon, how useful will this be? I don't know. Depends on which route these zealots are going to take. But we already have a zealot numerical advantage here for Zorro, so it won't matter that much. Zorro needs to expand. He has dragoons. Okay, he has a six. Okay, or go for a Reaver and try to just Reaver drop here, and then Reaver drop here, I guess. That would work. Monster Truck is up 700 minerals though. Okay, so these zealots will be killed if these gray zealots actually attack them. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Probably you don't know either. But I guess Monster Truck decided to bail. And Zorro just refreshes the shields. Now we have... Okay, we have a few dragoons here, but we also have dragoons on the other side. I don't know if they ever upgraded dragoon range. Both of them are going for +1 attack. Finally, Zorro, he has 800 minerals and puts down the Nexus. He could double expand. Yeah, I guess that's what the plan is here, right? That's why there is a pylon here. This is going to be an expansion. Oh, hidden expansion for Monster Truck. Yeah, this is not going to go up on time. He has to attack in here. Yeah, he cancels. Okay, the cancel was wise, I guess. He would not be able to defend those cannons. But now... Where are all these zealots going? Okay, this is not bad. But now that Monster Truck's units are on the high ground... Okay, so the problem is Monster Truck is just starting his 3rd base, and Mate is correct. That is kind of a hidden base, that is not a standard move. And at this point, yeah, Zorro is going quite a standard build here. He just started the Dragoon range though. Oh, it's probably already finished for Monster Truck. Yeah, Monster Truck cannot get down here. This one Dragoon will get annihilated before he can do anything. One Dragoon chasing a probe over here. Well, like, you can expand over there. Okay, the fight started. And this is absolutely Zorro favored at the moment, even though reinforcements are coming from Monster Truck. The numerical advantage is definitely here for Zorro. Yeah, that's annoying that it was on... Oh, that Dragoon was on high ground, but it's not anymore. More Dragoons are coming. So now... Zorro is up like 15 army supply if we like count only the army. Finally, the fourth or the third Nexus is going to be placed. Monster Truck is going to expand again. Okay. The mining from this base just started. Yeah, I'm just trying to hide this thing. And is this going to be the fourth base? Is this going to be the fourth base? Oh no! Monster Truck's army is out of position when Zorro's army is in attacking here. Okay, this one Zorro decides to go back, but Monster Truck is deciding to go back, but Zorro's reinforcements force him to stop. But now this is the numerical advantage is for Monster Truck. Or is it? We still have some zealots over here that can chase the Dragoons, but yeah, the Dragoons are higher quality here. Both of them only has +1 attack though. Okay. So now these Monster Truck Dragoons are now the numerical advantage is for Zorro. Again, nice for Monster Truck, nice for Zorro. And now Monster Truck wins this attack by basically single Dragoon is remaining. Now, of course, Zorro is up with 5 gateways, and Monster Truck is on 6 gates. So Monster Truck will be able to replenish his supplies quicker. They have the same supply, but army-wise, Monster Truck has less army because he has more troops in the same supply. He's going for the 4th base. Zorro is also going for a 4th base. It's going to put it here, I can tell you. So until this point, this game is very balanced. I guess, like, not really, because Monster Truck is winning on the economic side at the moment. But the armies... So where are these 3 Dragoons going? We don't know, but this single Zealot will die. And now Zorro can send his whole army down there. Okay, so we see an observer here. What is the tech? Do we have Reaver tech? Not yet. No Reaver tech for Monster Truck at the moment. He's putting more gateways in this other main base. So having that main base is a very good thing for Monster Truck. Now, this is Zorro attacks here, but I mean, he just moved out but did not attack, so that was not good. But I guess these 2 Zealots here give him a sufficient advantage, so Monster Truck decides to retreat. Zorro only puts the pylon up there and I guess starts the cannons, but now the observer sees that there is still an army here to help, and I guess Monster Truck decides not to attack at the moment. Is he going to attack? No, he is going to attack before the cannons finish. Yeah, the cannons are cancelled for the time being, and now we repeat the thing that happened in the beginning of the game. Oh no, there's a DT here. Now, this is a problem for Zorro because he does not have an observer around. Thus, he started an observer in his main. That will take a long time for the observer to get here. Are there any cannons over here? No cannons, so there is no detection at the 3rd base. This DT, only 1 kills? Okay, that's not that bad. Yeah, that is a problem. No cannons here. Just starting the cannons now. Oh yeah, that's a problem. he can. Okay, fortunately these DTs are not microed, so one of them runs into the cannons. Oh no, Zorro, GG's! That's, I think it was a premature GG at this point. Monster Truck definitely got the lead, but I did not think that this was that big of a lead. Those cannons could have finished, I think, at least one of them. No, maybe not. Alright, anyways, next is going to be Troy. So we've seen a very interesting game on Troy from our other two players, from Tapirello and Kovi. We'll see what these two guys are going to end up doing there. Is this going to be a place where Zorro can equalize the score? Is this going to be the place where Monster Truck runs ahead and I guess gets up to 2-1? We'll see. Right now, let's go. Okay, so, sorry, technical difficulties on my side. I was trying to do something, but I cannot. Mustard, yellow versus yellow. So, if you did not see the difference between the units last game, you will not see the difference between the units this game. Monster Truck getting out first on the bottom right corner, puts down the pylon outside. Zorro puts down the pylon inside, so I guess Mate was right, and it is indeed Zorro who is playing a bit more standard. At least in the previous game, his gameplay was kind of very standard. I guess his observer was quite late, but that can be just a function of how much he was focusing on getting an army big enough to push away Monster Truck's army. So Zorro starts the scouting over there, and he goes for the gas. What is going to be the strategy here for our other player? For Monster Truck, the tiny bit darker shade of yellow. The second gateway is going up, so they both scout in the incorrect direction. They'll find each other quite late. Is Zorro going to be able to protect himself versus a Zealot Rush using a Dragoon Zealot build? A Zealot into Dragoon. That is going to be the big question here. These two are not mining. He sent them before the simulator was finished building. The first Zealot is almost done. On both sides, actually. And Zorro's one finished a bit earlier. Still no gas mining. What, is he going to remove the assimilators himself? Now that's something weird. Not mining gas still. What the heck is going on here? Okay, so what is going to be the game plan from our mustard yellow Protoss? Is he going to just go all in with the Zealots? Okay, so if the Zealots get here before both of the simulators are done, then it's good. Otherwise it's not good. So Zorro puts himself in an island position intentionally. And these three Zealots, okay, they will get there before this simulator is done, I think. But the third Zealot is already out, so maybe that won't matter at all. Yeah, you can just, okay, third Zealot get here. That is Now there is no Zealot Rush against him. Wonder what is Monster Truck going to do? Expand, of course. What else? Now, of course, Zorro is already buying the shuttle tech, I guess. So, is it going to be a successful drop-based play? I don't know. But this is going to be a drop-based play, though. 3 Zealots in a shuttle. But Monster Truck is sending home his Zealots and he's not buying more. What is going on? Okay, so he knows there's something shifty going on, so he puts down a spotting pylon over there. Pylon over here. Starts a forge. Alright. Shuttle is being built. Is he going to just expand to some island base first with a probe? So Monster Truck is like they have the same supply, same amount of workers. Wonder where will he drop the workers? So everyone gets into the shuttle and the bus leaves the station. I guess this is the place to put one of your probes. Yeah. And goes for the Nexus. Puts another probe down here and 3 Zealots. And starts working on the assimilators. Wow. That's interesting. And he hides the probe up at that main. But there is also another probe. He was being followed here. So this one will be found out. This one is found out, so what is going to be Monster Truck's response to this? He's going for more gateways. A lot of cannons in the base. What he picks up... Okay, I thought he was picking up the friggin' robe here. Yeah, the problem is you cannot transfer your robe. I mean, you can buy another shuttle. Stargate Scout. What the hell? Okay, so... This baited, I think... Oh, 3 Zealots are getting rushed over there. In the shuttle. The photon cannon is building a cannon over there. Okay, these Zealots are going to catch these Zealots. Or, yeah, what will they? I don't know what I am looking at, ladies and gentlemen. More gateways being built. Yeah, Monster Truck forgot to do anything with these Zealots, I guess. Scouts! There's already a photon cannon over there. Can you see the photon cannon? Yes, you can. I guess Monster Truck finally went up, but those things were already killed. Like, this is weird. Monster Truck is going on the right hand side. Yeah. I guess this was an observer maybe that got caught up there, or was it a shuttle? I don't know. Maybe a shuttle because there were probes transferred to this base. And could build a gateway here or something. What's going to be the strategy from Zorro on this side? I don't know. Fleet Beacon is here. Can I select it? Yeah. Upgrading carriers. There's only a single Stargate though. Problem is they played this without watching Tapirello's game, so he doesn't know that you need to buy 5 Stargates, so at least 4. Come on. Okay, so it starts a Nexus. What? That's interesting, okay. So Cannon and Nexus for Monster Truck. But Zorro has been mining for 3 bases for a while. Even the Monster Truck has more units. Citadel of Adun is getting built. Second Stargate's just being built. Yeah, you need more than gateways. I guess Monster Truck cannot see what Zorro is up to over here. Oops. And Monster Truck is trying to just take over the map, I guess. Is he going to go for... Yeah, finally he also goes for Stargate. We have a single carrier for Zorro. Carriers are quite expensive though, so... Why don't he buy one from the other one also? This... Okay, he needs to upgrade air attack. Okay, he's done that. Is he going to mine from this? Is he going to get sub? I don't know. What is the correct thing here to do? I guess buying some zealots is not going to hurt. Yeah, 2 shuttles, 4 dragoons. And now probes are fighting dragoons. How successful can they be? Well, oh, but he is going to show the carrier now. The carrier only has 4 interceptors at the moment. His carriers kill the dragons quicker than the probes, at least. Okay, now you can put down more cannons, I guess. He has 3 zealots here. Need more Stargates. Like, your opponent already has a Stargate. This 2, 3 cannons. That's like, what is it good against? Okay, like the problem is that these cannons will not shoot down the shuttles before unloading. So of course these will protect the probes, but and the shuttle can go like a lot of ways around. What the oh no, what the heck? Okay, so double expansion, what's going on for Monster Truck on that side? Problem is 4 zealots running around, not that effective. Okay, killed one of the cannons. Okay, so these carriers are getting dangerous too close. He was microing something else. And so now the dragoons are going to kill the second carrier also. So this carrier, like the one carrier killed 4 dragoons, and then these 2 killed 2 dragoons here, or 3 at maximum. So this definitely did not worth it for Zorro. He can get more gateways here though. Oh no, the DTs are here. And are attacking the assimilator. Oh. I guess 2 DTs for an assimilator. More DTs, dragoons coming in. That's kind of the problem, but the probes are blocking the DTs very nicely. So even though one of the cannons has been taken down, the others survive, at least one of them. Oh, but one DT, okay, that DT is dead also. What is this? But why is only one interceptors are out? I have no idea what's going on. Okay, now will he chase the shuttles with the carriers? Okay, that's something you can do, I guess. Need to put more cannons here, but Monster Truck is like 3,000 minerals, so It's like he can put down 5 Stargates or something at this point. Zorro is only mining on 3 bases. Okay, so finally we have 4 Stargates. And need more cannons. Why didn't he replenish his cannons here? Now an observer got 2 plus 3 observer. Carriers versus observers. He's not doing anything here. They need a lot of zealots to deal with this. Or a few dragons, I guess. Dragons versus carriers. Now, if you micro the carriers well, these dragons are absolutely worthless. Or what you could do is kill one of the simulators. But it's not really that helpful because there are also already like gateways out here. But he's getting more carriers though. So is there going to be a Dark Archon counter here? Like, just get 3 or 4 dragons. I think 3 dragons could kill 3 cannons over there. The cannons cannot move to get into range with each other. Okay, so the 3 carriers are going on a trip somewhere. Okay, so this is where Zorro is going to put his 4th base. I guess he's not mining from this anymore. Well, this one has been taken by Monster Truck. The carriers are going one by one. That's a bit weird. But okay, so... yeah, more cannons being built. That's good. This will protect this base. And yeah, 3 carriers will definitely like destroy this base, no problem. Nothing here. Oh, the carriers are being built over there. So will he find the carrier factory of Monster Truck? Oh yeah, he will take down this. That was good. Because now the dragons will not be able to get after him. And he finds the carrier factory, so that is very good. Yeah, take down the pylons. That's quicker than taking down all the friggin... oh. But of course you can pick up the carriers once they get out. They don't have any interceptors in them, so bye-bye carriers. This is not bad. Of course Monster Truck cannot get in there with the dragoons anymore. So this strategy was very strange from Zorro, but it worked. He can literally just leave a single carrier here to kill this. He can move the other ones away. It should at least leave one of the carriers here, because you definitely don't want them to build another pylon. So this side there is nothing going on. We have 2 carrier... oh, I hear DTs somewhere. Oh, the DTs got this base. So Zorro decided to decimate this base. Nice counterattack. Decided to put over more cannons over there. Yeah, there could be more cannons over here also. This nexus is done. Yeah, these are all unpowered, and but I guess there still could be probes getting in there to build a new pylon, because the second assimilator is not dead yet. So as I said, leave one carrier here to like slowly kill that. Because now I think that's good. Oh, but he has an observer here, so we'll see if something like that is happening. He can use these carriers to easily kill this base, no problem. Well, the dragons can get in here though, so there's still... the simulators are not down. But if you can kill the nexus, that's good enough. Yeah, of course there's no pylon powering these anymore. The Dragoons are in, but getting decimated. It's quite nice, big army, big Dragoon army from Monster Truck. Oh no! Zorro, what did you do? Now all these Dragoons cannot get out. That was nice, he baited them to go in and now they cannot get out. And now a few more carriers are here. In the main base of Monster Truck. The Arbiter will come out very soon. Will he see the Arbiter? Will he capture the Arbiter? The carriers are... Oh no, Monster Truck is in big trouble. Half of his army got stuck. Okay, the Arbiter managed to survive. This base, the mining is not that big. I guess, is he just going to escape here? Monster Truck is going to take this base. Not that it matters. The carriers will kill this. This carrier will kill this. Okay, the pylons have been built. So what I said happened. Pylons have been built. The Nexus is being rebuilt. The observer sees that. And Monster Truck, okay, there is not that big of a bang for Monster Truck anymore, so I guess it is possible to ignore the production of carriers over there. Because if you can stop him from mining, he cannot get that many carriers. Zorro is already up quite a bit, so this supply is just absolutely useless here at the moment. This is very funny though. Okay, so 4 DTs got dropped into the main base of Zorro here. 3 of them is done. Or 2 of them is still alive, I guess. This will not be realized in time, I think. Is it that big of a deal? I guess if the carrier production facilities are destroyed, there will be. But okay, but there is a carrier here. There are zealots here, and we have an observer coming in, so that is saved, I guess. Why isn't he building cannons? He should have built cannons here. Anyways, the carriers are here. The carrier versus carrier battle. If you can tell the difference between the darker and the brighter yellow colors. Only 3 carriers are here from Zorro. He's using a single shuttle to shuttle these guys out. Okay, so carrier production facilities here will be destroyed. Or not, he's going to ignore them again. Just going to move. No, okay, so he decides to kill them. Okay, so the main base of Monster Truck is ravaged. There are 2 more DTs left in the main base of Zorro. Do we still have an observer here? Yes, we have an observer here. So Monster Truck with 3 carriers and a bunch of Dragoons getting shuttled out here. Where is he going to go next? So he started a new mining facility over there. It seems like Zorro gave up on this. So he's just sending his carriers over here. Still left a single Stargate on 5 health. I guess at this point it doesn't matter that much. Where is Monster Truck going to attack into? And this never mind anything, so killing this really doesn't matter that much. DT got caught by a zealot under the observer. I don't know how it is not GG at this moment. Like, yeah, I mean you can put all your dragoons here, but then what? Monster Truck is heavily supply bugged. Zorro has nothing but carriers and probes, and a few shuttles, I guess. Yeah, so Monster Truck could have decided to use the dragoons trying to defend his mining bases instead of just parking them at an absolutely useless position, but I guess at this point it doesn't really matter when your opponent is coming with 12 carriers, there's not much you can do. So I think this game is... I don't know, so Monster Truck did not accept his fate yet, but this game is over. If he had the Arbiter, he could have done something, but like Blue Soup is covering the ground. Could have tried the DA, Dark Archon. That would be nice, Dark Archon against this army. Is there any place he could buy Dark Archons? I don't know. 4 more carriers just fresh out of the mint, I guess. He's not giving up. So, okay, some carriers came here from Monster Truck and disrupted the mining on a base that was already not mining. And finally, GG is called. Monster Truck loses and Zorro takes the game. Very good, very interesting, very intense game. We could see carrier battles twice tonight, so I hope you guys are happy, and we are back 1-1, so remains a best of 3 basically. Sylphid is the next map, the 3-player map. These two will have to go up against each other. So I wonder how we'll go. I hope we will get better colors than last time. So this was a long one, and if you did not believe me that Zorro likes to play a little unconventionally, now I think hopefully I convinced you with this game, like confining himself into his own bases, making them the islands. This should not work. This is like starting on an island versus someone who's not starting an island. That would be a big disadvantage. That should be a disadvantage. But it really confused the hell out of Monster Truck, and it ended up working quite nicely. So it was a good game. So let's get into Sylphid. This is a much more conventional game. This is one of the best 3-player maps ever created. And we are going to see how Zorro and Monster Truck play against each other here. Let's go! Okay, so Monster Truck starts at the top position and Zorro is at the bottom left, like 8 o'clock position if you imagine an analog clock here. I wonder what's going to happen. Monster Truck, is he going to put his pylon outside? Is he going to be the Tapirello of this matchup? Except for the carriers. The last game, Zorro became the Tapirello of the matchup. So, Tapirello says in the chat that Troy is the thinking maps man, and I guess so. I don't remember, I cannot recall what the hell they did on that map. Zorro will find Monster Truck quite quickly here. He's scouting after the pylon in the correct direction. Monster Truck places a single gateway at the moment and sends back the probe to mine. Zorro is placing the gateway in his own base, and he's going to check what's going on here. Not much. Is he going to try to stop a second gateway being placed? Yeah, you cannot put a gateway there, right? This is what Tapirello was saying in the chat, that you cannot put the gateway here. So he puts the second gateway up there. Zorro sees everything. He also started his own second gateway already in anticipation, I guess. Someone refresh my memory. What did Tapirello did with... Oh no! What the hell? Manor pylon trapping two probes there for a second, but luckily Monster Truck managed to free them, and the manor pylon got cancelled. Did this manor pylon... So it costs 25 minerals if you cancel the pylon. I think it stopped Monster Truck mining that much, for sure. Alright, second pylon is done. First zealot is just out from Zorro. He is being supply blocked though, while these two zealots are being produced by Monster Truck. So what he needs to do is he needs to defend this choke point. Finally, the two other zealots have been started. Puts down another pylon. I think it would make sense to put down a pylon here, but I did that and I lost. So maybe don't listen to me in that respect. Okay, so Zorro is still scouting the main base. We have two zealots and another one, so it's 3 in total, leaving the base from Monster Truck, but Zorro has the 3 already and has money for 2 more. Will he start them though? Yes, he starts both of them. Okay, so 3 zealots incoming, 2 more zealots being produced. So Zorro's zealots are a bit later, but that doesn't really matter because his... Like, for when you defend, you have defender's advantage. Oh no, this zealots... Okay. Now, fight back! Okay, so this was 1 zealot hit versus 2 hits on this one. So at this point, Zorro is in a better position and his 2 additional zealots are out. And Monster Truck's 2 zealots spend some time killing the scouting probe. Now these 5 zealots are chasing... Oh, this is going to be a bad idea, because Monster Truck is still getting zealots. So you stop buying zealots first, you lose. It's kind of the game here. But Monster Truck is still buying the zealots though. So put down the Nexus but did not stop buying zealots. Putting down a pylon. So we'll have 5 zealots incoming and 2 more in... Okay, so 7 zealots in total. We have 7 here already, so that is good. And are there 2 more coming out? No. So we'll have 7 zealots. It's going to put down the battery, the shield battery. Need a shield battery. Oh no, this zealot is... Oh no! 7 zealots, 6 zealots are incoming. Okay, so shield battery is started. We already have 6 zealots here, so that's good. Okay, but there's a 7th. That is not good. And the shield battery will... Okay, this probe also put down a few hits, but now we have numerical advantage. Oh, finally, the shield battery is done! Charge up! Upcharge, and now it is the advantage for Zorro, even though numerical advantage is for not Monster Truck. The shield battery. And more zealots are incoming for the defense, but the offense has... Oh no, it's too many zealots. Okay, 4 zealots are here. Okay, the attack is not bad, or the micro is not bad, and the shield battery can still heal here, so that's good. Let's see that. Okay, the drones are dying now. But the defender prevails. And Monster Truck has a lot of money, puts down another gateway and the robotics, and will start the Nexus. But Zorro already has the Nexus. 5 zealots defending, 6 zealots defending, and the 3rd gateway is done. Oh, 4th gateway, I'm sorry. Cybernetics core started and mining gas. The cybernetics core we already have, and dragoons are being produced on Monster Truck's side. Okay, so what is going to be the tech? We still have a lot of money for Zorro, a lot of big income, but Monster Truck has more probes. This is oversaturated. Okay, so if Monster Truck is going to pull a sneaky out there, going to the other main. But Zorro is also thinking about expanding. Is this probe just going for a scout? Oh, is he thinking the same thing as Monster Truck? I guess so. So what do we have here? 3... Oh, this dragon cannot get out. The dragon is blocked by the pylon, so he's building a new pylon so he can kill this pylon. Okay. Gateway. Oh no, Reaver! Reaver kills this. No contest. Are we getting dragoons soon? Okay, so we'll have very small army, but we'll have a Reaver. And we have Dragon Range also upgrading. No Dragon Range upgrades here at the moment. Is he going to put down a pylon or like a cannon to defend his base? Yeah, this cannon... can it defend against the Reaver drop though? It's going to put down cannons in here. Yeah, this is not going to protect you from a Reaver drop. That's for sure. But dragoons are being made. No dragoon range yet, though. Because this probe is just out here for scouting. We'll see the move out. Oh, does he see the move out? Is he going to see the cannon? Yes, he sees the cannon, but he's trying to sneak back. And he's sneaking back. Very good. Very nice sneak. So sneak into the main base and he will see that. We'll see. He sees the robotics and the support bay. So he knows. Oh, what? Zealots. I mean, you don't need to send the whole army back to just fight these 8. And I guess the Reaver... Oh no, it's a Reaver instead of what he was thinking. He was thinking GT, and now the Reaver is there. The Reaver will not be able to do anything here, I think. So he can just send his units out to attack. Yeah, these should not easily but be able to kill those. But slow zealots though, that is a problem. If Zorro has a few dragoons with this, that's going to be good. All the zealots not good. Oh! The shuttle! Kill the shuttle, you need to shoot the shuttle. Okay, now this is good. Now 4 dragoons here is going to be good. Okay, the shuttle's dead. Reaver also dead. I guess it still gets a good scare about. Did he just get the zealot speed? That's very good. Now you have to run as Monster Truck. What is defending at home? Not much. There's a cannon. There are a few dragoons. Why are only the zealots chasing? I don't know. But these are speed zealots, so Micro, the dragoons, has your own peril, I guess. And now, even though, yeah, that is not good for Zorro at this point. Even though these dragoons are hurt from the zealots, they still shoot the same, so that is not good for Zorro. Okay, still too many zealots being produced. Templar Archive is going up. Is there a new Shuttle Reaver out there for our orange player? Not yet, but he's on 3 bases now. So Zorro's time has come to expand soon. Okay, this is not looking good for Zorro though. This dragon is too hurt. Okay, these dragons are also kind of hurt, so... As long as the zealots are tanking, which they kind of do. Why? You could have killed him! Still kill him, okay. And now Zorro is losing his army, that's not good. Like, Zealots alone against this large amount of dragoons, that's not working. Another gateway? You are still not producing from all of your gateways, are you getting a new one? Yes, finally, Monster Truck started there is a very big supply differential, there is a very big worker differential. Still did not get back his... He's not buying new probes, even though he lost a lot after the river drop. So that is a problem. But Zorro is getting Templars and is going to attack into this base. Can he damage this base significantly? Will that... But Monster Truck is already attacking there. Also, will Monster Truck call this army to defend? Yes. And it will be late. So this is good for Zorro, I think. But no, this is not good for Zorro, no. Not enough energy. Oh, and there's no upgrade for the... Yeah, if you like kill the third base and lose your natural, that's not really a good trade. Okay, DTs kill the river, that is good, at least. Archon tanking, so that at least the Nexus is dead. But I mean, Zorro's natural is also going to be dead, and the DTs are not that good once there is an observer out. The probes are fighting, which is never a good sign. The Templars are just like walking out. No good range for Zorro. Yeah, that's a problem if you don't buy that. But if you only mostly buy Zealots, then maybe the good range does not worth it. Okay, does he have Storm though? He does not. The good range is the smallest of the problems. I guess when you don't have workers, only 16 on 3 bases, that's not good. But I guess Monster Truck did not give up, did not GG in the last game, so... Oh, sorry. Okay, so is there no storm or something? Zorro, ways that you can make Templars with this amount of money, nothing else. Is he going to Archon Zealot this? Yeah, this is this Archon is just finished, but like Archon Zealot versus Dragoon doesn't sound like a winning combination. Yeah, it isn't. Okay, Monster Truck takes game 3 on a Sulfid. So, congratulations. And next one is going to be Eclipse, the 2-player map. So this time, Monster Truck is at the gates of victory. He just needs to take this next game. and they can proceed, get into the semifinals, the best top four of the Nice Micro Leauge Season 6 here. The loser, of course, is going to get into the bottom of the top bracket, I guess, and that might be Zorro if he cannot take the next game. So, Eclipse is going to either decide who wins, or we'll decide if we go into a deciding match on Retro or not. So, let's jump into this, and let's see, Zorro versus Monster Truck, Game 4 on Eclipse coming up right now. Alright, green, bottom left, Monster Truck. Blue, top right, Zorro. Let's see how this game starts. The previous one, Zorro lost it when he lost a lot of probes at the river drop. That was a very big problem, but the biggest problem was that he did not repurchase his probes, which gave him a very big economical disadvantage. And then he went too heavily into the Zealots, I think, and not enough Dragoons. I mean, a Zealot-heavy army is not bad, per se, if you have enough Zealots with it, because once the Dragoon, or if you have enough Dragoons with it, because once the Dragoons are, like, shooting the opponent's Dragoons, then your Zealots, like, can tank the Dragoon shots. It takes a long time for the Dragoons to kill, but, like, the Zealots need, like, they don't shoot while chase, right? So the Dragoons can shoot and chase while the Zealots are doing something else. Okay, so this time Monster Truck is not going for the double gateway. He is going for what exactly? I don't know. Zorro's first gateway is out, and he's going to put down a second one. He said, okay, now I am doing what you did to me. So Monster Truck's gate or estimator is already up. Starts a cybernetics core. I guess if you don't plan to expand, you can just put 2 Zealots up the ramp, start getting Dragoons. But the first Zealot is of course going to be made on both sides very quickly. Now Monster Truck sees the double gate, sees the lack of Vespin, Geyser, or rather the lack of the assimilator. What is his response going to be? Because he needs to put the Zealots on the ramp, right? He's chasing this probe, which he can do. Zorro is placing his own Zealot on the ramp, goes for the assimilator and gets the 2 Zealots after the assimilator. While here we have now Dragoon being manufactured. So Monster Truck, this is kind of a pro gamer move, getting a Zealot and a Dragoon before the second gateway. Okay, this scouting probe was hit behind the minimap. It's keeping the scouting probe alive nicely. Monster Truck decided to send home his scouting probe. Now 3 Zealots are on their way, and no more being produced, but we have a forge, so I guess this is going to be a cannon defense. Yeah, we have a Dragoon, a Zealot, and a probe on this ramp, and the second Dragoon is getting done. Okay, so this Dragoon moves out of position to chase the scouting probe. Okay, if he can keep this Dragoon away... No, the Dragoon is going back, and we'll get back just in time, and we also have a shield battery, so I think here Monster Truck did everything to defend himself from this. And now Zorro can cancel this cannon, I think. No, he's not cancelling. He's going for 3 gateways on single base. I thought he wanted to expand. So the expanding here would be a strong move, because We can see that monster... I don't know, maybe the dragoons, he will attack with them. He cannot attack on the ramp. So putting the zealots here as an early warning system, that kind of works. We can just send them all around, look for a hidden expansion, I guess. That can also work. So what do we have? Cybernetics core is getting made for Zorro, and yeah, Monster Truck decides to move out with 4 dragoons and a single zealot. So this one zealot will see that. We'll put some damage on the dragoon and then run away. Yeah, so single cannon over there. Yeah, if you manage to get home your other zealot, as he's making dragoons. This is start the dragoon range, not yet. Puts down a secondary cannon, so having 2 zealots on the ramp and 2 cannons up there. So this first, okay, this zealot will, what is, oh, he's destroying the shield battery, I guess. Okay, the second cannon. So 4, 5 Z dragons there, that's, you know, no good. Are there any upgrades going on? I don't see any upgrades going on. So Monster Truck is getting a... Okay, these dragons are still in good shape, so we don't need to attack them. Oh, what was the fight? Oh, he killed... Oh, he's hiding the zealot in the corner. Will this dragon get close enough to find it? No! Wow, what an excellent hiding place that zealot found for himself. Now this is, yeah, nice. Just attack. There's only 3... Okay, 5 dragoons, you can still kill them because you also have 5, but also have additional zealots over here. And now... numerical advantage is definitely on Zorro's side. Monster Truck is going to have enough to defend the expansion, I think. 4th gateway on a single base? Are you kidding me? You cannot spend your money on food, that's too much. I will ask ChatGPT to write a joke that starts with a dragoon, a zealot, and the probe walks into a ramp. Walks onto a ramp. A dragon is out and a probe walk onto a ramp. The dragon immediately gets stuck and starts spinning aimlessly. The zealot rushes forward yelling, "My life for ire," and promptly boils the ramp completely. The probe sighs and says, "Well, looks like I'll have to warp in another base." Okay, ChatGPT has some good StarCraft related jokes, that's for sure. Okay, that was a very effective fight to kill the pylon, but now you have to kill the Nexus, I guess. And you're on equal footing. Yeah, it's about equal footing, but 3 more dragons are arriving. Zorro, overwhelming force at the moment. But now the Reaver is out. Ooh, very nice Reaver shot. The dragon walked up the ramp to shoot a single shot at the what is that called? Gateway. Okay, now this is a good point, good position to shoot at this Nexus, and the Nexus will be cancelled, not cancelled, it will be destroyed, dismantled. Oof. Now the Reaver is getting stuck on the ramp. Nice scabs, but the Reaver has expired. Now it's, yeah, 3 dragoons beat 4 dragoons when the 3 are on the top of the ramp, but now it's not because they let them go upstairs. Okay, so nice 2 versus 2. Nice, 3 more are coming. Now it is Monster Truck who is sending probes into the meat grinder, I guess. new dragoon comes out. We have 4 dragoons on the base. Yeah, if the 3 dragoons when they were up here could have blocked the ramp, then Monster Truck would have stood a chance. Now he does not. Very sad. But I guess we will have 2 games with 3-2. I really enjoyed this series today. Alright, so Monster Truck GG's out and Zorro takes game number 4. So game number 5 on the retro, which is kind of a remake of Fighting Spirit but better. So 4-player map. It got a lot of attention recently. A lot of professional StarCraft players enjoy playing this game because by modern standards, Fighting Spirit is like not balanced. Like the modern strategies make it unbalanced. I don't think it would matter for the Nice Micro Leauge level plays, but hey, instead of Fighting Spirit, we have Retro. And our final game of the night, which will decide the fate of these 2 players, Zorro and Monster Truck, is going to come up right now. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget to like the video if you enjoy what you see. Let's go. Alright, so bottom left corner we have Grey Protoss Monster Truck, top right corner Zorro, the blue Protoss. Let's see how this goes. Previous game was kind of an opposite day. You could say it was opposite day because it was Zorro who did the rush, who did go into the double gate, and the Monster Truck tried to defend it. It was not decided by the Zealot fight because of the ramp. So if you can protect your ramp, the Zealots, they do not hurt you. So that was what's going on. And, well, we've seen an amazing defense from Monster Truck in the beginning with a probe, a Zealot, and a Dragoon on the ramp. Which, okay, the ChatGPT joke is quite funny, so thank you for putting that in the chat. I will, at the end of this game, ask some other AI. I don't use ChatGPT, but if you know DuckDuckGo, the search engine, they also have AI chatbots over there, which you can use just on from your web browser. No need to do anything. You know, they don't ask for your email address or anything. You can just use it. We'll ask Duck AI for a similar joke. Let's see who has best humor, ChatGPT or less privacy intrusive large language models. Alright, so Monster Truck's probe will get into the Zorro's base very soon, but Zorro's probe is already in Monster Truck's base, so he sees the double gateway. He also has double gateway. And now a scouting probe of Monster Truck is being chased by a probe there of Zorro. Will Zorro do something sneaky here with this probe, or will he just try to keep it alive, or not even that? Okay, so this probe took 2 Zealot hits, which is not good for your health. And it's now dead. Believe me, it's dead. Monster Truck sent his scouting probe home. Zorro has a Zealot on the ramp and goes for the assimilator, and now Monster Truck is getting Zealots, so I guess you need to block the ramp and also have something that shoots down the ramp to be successful here. He will have 2 Zealots in short order and the third one very quickly. And whatever is keep trying to put... Okay, so this probe is going out for a scout. Will this probe meet the Zealots in the middle? Well, this information will not help much. Okay, so this buys some time, because two of the zealots start to chase the probe. This is very crucial for Zorro to buy some time here. He needs to know that the zealots are incoming. He's putting even probes on the ramp. Okay, he has 4 zealots. Can he put like a pylon? What is the tech? No tech. No tech at all. So cybernetics core is started. Is he going to put down a forge? No forge. Wow. Okay, so 5 zealots and 2 probes. Monster Truck is getting a 3rd gateway. And is also blocking his ramp. These 2 probes are going home. The forge is started, but no pylon has been placed. Is he sending another probe there? Okay, so he's trying to chase away. Okay, he's lucky that there are only 4 zealots over there. But 3 more are incoming, and yeah, okay, so 5 zealots can block the entrance for quite a while. This pylon is finished. He needs to put down something ASAP. He's not producing units either. Okay, so it's going to be cannon. Shield battery is quicker. Only 4. Okay, so 4 zealots are coming faster here. Oh no, the whole position you did, no, that is not good. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, don't let them in! Oh no! Yeah, that cannon is done. The whole lack of hold position is going to ruin. Okay, the cannon is finished. Oh no, the cannon is finished! The cannon is finished. And zealots are dead. Okay, that was surprising, but it worked out. He still has the money to put down an additional cannon. You need a cannon, yes. Okay, you need to hold position this correctly. You pull this back and put the full health ones down, because dragoons are incoming. Okay. This is... actually, he's lucky that dragoons are incoming. Is very lucky that only dragoons are incoming, because dragoons will not be able to go up the ramp if he puts the zealots even like half decent positions. Okay, the cannon is finished, so first 1 cannon is done, second... Oh, this is a shield battery actually. And another pylon. Okay, this is a lot of dragoons though. So single cannon and shield battery will not be helpful once these dragons decide... Okay, I don't know. The dragons will have a hard time getting up the ramp. Will they be able to shoot at the ramp from below the ramp? I don't think so. Zealots can tank here and then recharged. Okay, so this is nice defense, but let's check what the hell is going on Monster Truck base. So robotics facility, dragoon range, and more dragoons are being put out. He is saving up money for a Nexus and starts the Nexus. So what is Zorro's advantage here? Basically Templar Archives. Okay, DT is being started, but the opponent is going for support bay. It's going to be a river drop, and Zorro is absolutely unprepared for a river drop. Wait, what? Oh, this is weird. Yeah, I was like, where is the citadel? Yeah, I totally missed the citadel on the bottom right corner. You cannot see it because of my face. So this is the citadel here. Alright. Let me go back to the... So DTs are sneaking out. More gateways being put, and this probe, is he going to find a hidden tech? Is he trying to hide tech over there too? Was there a river drop I missed? No, but there is an observer already. But nothing here. So if he is a smart... Oh no, Okay. Need to kill the probes, kill the probes. Equalize the probe count, yes. Not yet. It's 70, okay, 25, 24, 23, 21, what? Oh, there is another DT killing probes over there. This DT could, kill the probes over here. Wow. Okay, so there is an observer here. And there is a cannon over there. And this DT is trying to chase the probes down, but there's a cannon over here. And also a Reaver, but Zorro has 23 probes versus the 14 of Monster Truck. And will he start a base here? Yes, he starts a base here. Zorro is getting ahead a bit here, definitely economically speaking. The army of Monster Truck is still good. And he will be able to cancel the natural, I think, if he goes in, because the DTs will worth nothing because of the observer. There is no counter observer measures here available at the moment. Oh, okay, but the observer is not yet here, so that is a problem. Monster Truck sends in his attack with the observer taking a different path, but now the observer can see the DT, so now the DT is almost absolutely useless. And now Monster Truck's army is just bigger than Zorro's. Is Zorro making something useful here? And there is also Reaver, so... Monster Truck almost got back to the probe count as before. Yeah, there are already defensive measures over there against DTs, so I think here it is most important to just build up an army, get more... Like, you can sacrifice this. Try to kill the Reaver somehow. Like the Reaver can shoot up without... getting killed, that's bad. Okay, that's the observer was hit. And that is a big problem. Can the Reaver be killed here? Oh, one more shot! Oh, it needs one more. The shield battery. Yeah, but now the dragons can just walk up the ramp and kill everyone. Yeah. And the DTs chasing the army could not save Zorro here, so this game was taken by Monster Truck. And how do I switch back? Yes, Monster Truck. Congratulations for going up into the round of 4, the semifinals. So what we have at this point is we have 2 matches left. Both of them are Zerg versus Terran. And we have Garrus versus OK Shosher, which I already received the replays. I will do the broadcast whenever I also receive one of the the quarterfinals. So we don't know what's going to happen here because Jim Raynor will fight against whoever wins Kestrel versus Kumbi, and Monster Truck will fight either Katyakin or Mate. And on the bottom brackets, we already know Leauge will play Kovi Leauge. Kovi will play whoever loses from Gerasva says, okay, sure, and Nice Micro will play the winner of that same game. And so this is the top is, I guess, what is it called? Not quarter. This is the quarterfinal. This is semifinal. These are placement matches from 5 to 8. Tapirello will go from here 9 to 10. These two players will play. So here the winner will go to play versus Tapirello. The loser becomes 11th place, and these guys playing for the remaining 4 positions. Anyways, we still have 3 games from round 7. No, from round 6. Then we'll have round 7 and round 8. So a lot of games left from the Nice Micro League for us to enjoy. And I guess I wanted to check what DuckDuckGo's AI says for a joke. Okay, so Duck AI chat. Say hello to Duck AI. Okay, so which one do we want to use? Which one is an open source AI? We need an open source AI, like Mistral Small 3. Tell me a joke that starts with a probe, a zealot, and a dragoon go onto a ramp. Sure, here's a joke for you. A probe, a zealot, and a dragoon go onto a ramp. The probe says, I'll scan the area for any anomalies. The zealot says, I'll pray for our safety. The dragoon says, and I'll just stand here and look intimidating. Suddenly, the ramp collapses. The probe says, well, that was an anomaly. The zealot says, I guess my prayers weren't answered. The dragoon says, at least I looked good doing it. Okay, I think ChatGPT wins this round. The ChatGPT got the... Did you tell ChatGPT to make a StarCraft joke? Or did you just give them a prompt and it got from the context that it would be a StarCraft joke? Anyways, it's not that important. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will let you know when the next stream is going to be once I receive the replays. Sorry for notifying you guys a bit late about today's program, but I got the replays very late. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. ChatGPT knows StarCraft, and I guess Mistral Small 3 does not. Alright, see you next time. Bye-bye, and press the like button. Only 2 people press the like button. Press the like button more. I guess if you already pressed it, don't press it again. And I will see you next time. Bye.